Fresh off of my locals defeat, guys. Did not go as planned today. It's okay. We'll chalk it up to a loss. It's okay not to win every game with this deck. Otherwise, I'd be undefeated and you'd be a top tier Tellarknight player. But it was a little rough today. Not gonna lie. As my videos are being uploaded, I thought I'd just hop on and just show you the deck. What I liked about it, what I didn't like, what can be done. And yeah, trying to keep my head up, but man, it's rough out there for Tellarknight players. Um, so round one, I lost to a voiceless voice player. Um, Whether or not he had more than 15 cards in his side deck is questionable, but the fact that it wasn't a YCS or a regional, so I'm not too concerned. So I didn't question him or anything like that. I probably will next time though, to ask him to take a look at his extra deck if you know. Did not. I mean, lost. I guess game three. I what didn't feel good at times is seeing like Lirin in hand and seeing sometimes this in hand and seeing an armored card in hand. Basically everything that takes away from the consistency of the Ryziel deck. Yeah, it's like I feel like this is such a good card, but like in Ryziel it feels like really mid. And yeah, you can always return it with the Tachyon, but the fact that like this could be or this could be any other of these cards and you'd feel better about it. Uh Honestly is better cuz I opened up something like her and bonfire and like the spell card. So I couldn't like, and I think I opened the 7 Tachyon and 7th Session. So he let me resolve bonfire, but then he didn't let me resolve Tachyon. So that kind of like made me have to commit to kind of normally nice instead of Lirin. And then there's some of you guys say, well, normal Lirin and then special ice, but then I mean, what's your play there? It's like what are you going for? Because your ice is not gonna search, and your Lirin is kind of like you're not gonna be able to extend that way. I don't think, because your armored is already shut off at that point. Once you specialize, so your armored card is dead. Your Lirin search is dead. So that's why I'm saying it feels terrible to have the lock put on you. But the deck is hyper consistent without the minus the Tellarknight cards. Funny enough, and then ended up beating Blue Eyes in time. He was taking this. He was reading really slow with my cards, and then like it kind of took him a while to get going. I burned him for 1,000 with the Awesome, so that was I guess pretty cool. Awesome got to play a little bit, and then the final match was against Mikanko. Honestly, it's like truth is, yeah, I'm not gonna play it in the probably chances of facing it in regionals is gonna be like what less than 10%, 20%, but they're still out there, and the fact that it caught me completely off guard and I wasn't able to deal with it. It's frustrating. Because once they get going, like especially it's a going second deck the way he was running it. Game three, I started comboing off. I resolved Paradise. I special summon at the end. I even brought out Baguska just because I feel like he would have gotten over all my monsters. He golemed my two monsters. He kaiju'd my other monster. He burned me for 1,000. He poked me with Mikankos for time, and he ended up winning in time. So, truth be told, like I was up on life because I was still comboing going first, and if I was playing it at a pace that a normal player would play, like normal summon effect, response, normal summon, effect, response. Taking my time, I would have probably ended the game then and there, but because it's a long combo deck. Yeah, I would have won in time, but it kind of like as I'm playing, it took me back to the way that it was at the YCS, and when I placed against that Ryziel player, and I swore to myself that I'm gonna win, and I'm not gonna take my time this time, and I don't care if it doesn't seem clean. I'll just as long as I'm comboing, I'm playing clean. So as I'm like playing and comboing off, it's like it still feels bad, because you're like you know what you're doing. You know he doesn't have interaction. Like just combo through and then let him play. And sure enough, like that's what ended up happening. I already knew I was gonna lose if I gave him the turn back because that's what his deck does. But still, like it's a integrity type of part of the game. A lot of what Yu-Gi-Oh players are missing nowadays in the game is having integrity. Uh, Overall, like at times I have won games without resolving Paradise Smasher. I feel like Detonator puts in a lot of work that doesn't require you to go into Capella and Paradise Smasher. So ideally, you could cut the two if you want, but the board is not ideal. At that point, you're not even making the Tellarknight monster. I mean, what are you making? Diamond? No, not even Diamond, because you use Deltaros effect. But I don't know, guys. It's today was definitely demoralizing for sure. Uh, I know you're supposed to like chalk it up and like you're not gonna face that deck every now and then like a lot, but this is the more accurate deck profile. But it did come up where it's like the armored cards were bricky in hand, and there's no way to recycle them. Uh, Having a Tellarknight in hand didn't feel good. So like part of me is leaning towards like building a Tellarknight deck separately and just having it fun as is. Uh and just stay true to the name and just accept the fact that, we're just a rogue deck. Bottom of the pile rogue deck at that, unless we're a really good pilot. So and just like, just wait for support. Just because this Ryziel cards like they help, but then the restriction it's not even the restriction of Ryziel cards, to be honest. My beef is not with this. My beef is primarily with like the armored cards. They help, but at times like every card I feel like matters in this format, and cards like this, it feels horrible to have in hand. So anyway, let's take this out for a spin again, and then while my videos are uploading to my, and then I'll hop off. I'll do some editing, put up the videos throughout the week for you guys to enjoy. Probably put the Ryziels behind me and put the Tellarknights on the side as well until something comes up. I think like the 7 Tachyon is a big boost to the deck. The restriction kind of sucks again because I did like running it with SP Little Knight. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this takes me. Or maybe I'll just like sleep this off and be like, nah, we're fine. The deck is fine. Yeah, it was nasty, man. I did not realize McConco's put in so much work. Especially once they get going. See, like out of this is what stands out, right? As a having a bad card in hand. There was a line of misplay against the voiceless player as well. I think I'll interact here. Okay. First, you want to resolve bonfire if you can. If you get drolled here, that's just the reality of it. You probably want to get another ice. This doesn't do anything right now. That looks bad. Um, I guess we have to stall him out. Ah, shit. No! I could do this. I'll reborn it. Ah, there's no point. I'm not in a hurry to do it. Man, tough, tough, tough. I feel like this should not happen. The way I'm playing it. See, like drawing her just... Even the armored cards feel better than... It should be game. Game. What's going on? And my shit get stuck? There you go. I'll probably nib them one. I think my sighting was fine too. Just don't know what I can do differently, honestly. See how having Constellar Teller Knights in hand feels bad. He's gonna combo off. I feel like I should get some snack while he combos. The hell? What kind of janky ass deck is this? That's what people say when they see Teller Knights. Full combo! Let's put one of these back. I should probably read what his cards do. Nah. Hate to say how good these cards are when they stay in the damn deck. That's why I couldn't do it. I don't know. On the surface, like right now, you guys see it put in work, but that was against like a janky deck. Then again, we are playing janky deck too. Look at this hand, man. Well, only one point of interaction. The fuck is this? It's not funny when it happens to you, huh? It's like my ass has to work for it. Mm. That's what special summon monsters. Oh, fuck. That's right, I can't summon sword. Alright, boys, I'm gonna hop off.